Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone.
Welcome everyone. We've got a fresh collection of woke lectures collapsing the moment reality taps them on the shoulder. Sit tight because today's collection of meltdowns, contradictions, and instant backfires is even wilder than the first one. First up, we've got a rainbow lanyard warrior asking deep philosophical questions she clearly didn't prepare for.
Yeah, let's watch this because it's so funny.
Does DNA define womanhood?
No.
What does?
Your mind and your soul.
What is a woman?
A woman is a powerful creature.
An eagle is a powerful creature and so is a lion, but are they women?
Women are just beautiful.
I agree. Some women are beautiful.
While the interviewer stands there handing out reality checks like coupons, every answer from the drag speaker gets softer and fuzzier. By the end, you can practically hear the gears grinding because nothing exposes woke nonsense faster than someone calmly asking for a definition. Next, here we have a self-proclaimed goddess announcing to the world just how unbelievably hot they think they are.
So one of the biggest surprises that's come out of my transition to this point is just how hot I consider myself to be now. Like, I've talked about this before, but I'm gonna say it again. I am hot. And this is something that I never, in a million years, ever thought that I would genuinely feel about myself before I started my medical transition. Like, when I look in a mirror, I see a woman, and not just any woman, a gorgeous woman. And what shocks me so much is that I mean it. I'm not just telling myself that I'm hot. I actually think I'm hot.
The confidence is loud, but the logic is whispering for help. Every sentence gets more dramatic, like they're auditioning for a role only they believe exists. Meanwhile, reality isn't clapping, it's confused, because calling yourself stunning on repeat doesn't magically turn delusion into truth. Take a look at this one. We've got a full-face painted activist preaching open borders like it's a fairy tale. All confidence until the interviewer hits them with a basic fact.
Here, let's watch this because it's so funny.
I think that immigration is a human right and that we should get rid of all borders.
What about lawful immigration?
I think that that's awesome.
But that's what Donald Trump wants.
I'm not sure. The last time I checked was that he wanted to deport 11
Illegal immigrants.
and...
The moment he mentions Trump supporting the very thing they praised, their brain freezes like an old laptop. Suddenly the passion disappears and confusion takes the wheel. Nothing cancels woke fantasies faster than their own contradictions. Up next is a comedy showdown that accidentally doubles as a woke meltdown.
I'm in a couple bands. I play drums.
Really? You play drums? Whoa. Well, I mean, it's been a while since we've done this, but you guys think we should have a Mexican drum off here tonight? All right, well, Josh, you're about to have the time of your life.
Yeah. Tony, I don't think art should be a competition. I just want an opportunity to jam with the band. Can we change it up a little
Jesus Christ. God.
Way to ruin the whole
Take your
mood.
New York liberal bullshit back with you. I don't think art should be a competition. Jesus Christ. Virtue signaling on this show. How dare you, sir? Or ma'am, or whatever the you are.
A drummer casually mentions he plays in a few bands, and suddenly the host unleashes a verbal hurricane mocking every ounce of virtue signaling he can detect. Every overly polite "art should not be a competition" line gets roasted to smithereen. Here's a good one. A college atheist sets the bar for belief at impossible heights, demanding Jesus' medical records like she's ordering a pizza.
I don't know if this atheist college student was expecting the truth to hit this hard.
Why should I believe that Jesus was resurrected?
Because the historical evidence is that he
Okay,
really
you tell me
died
medical,
and he
you
really
give me
rose
some
from the
medical
dead.
records and I'll believe it, okay? You show me Jesus Christ's medical chart, I'll be a Christian today.
You can keep medical records in the first century.
Oh, that's so convenient, isn't that? That's wonderful.
No, rather, it's real convenient for you to say, knowing full well they didn't keep medical records in the first century. All right, if you give me the medical records, then I'll believe. Talk about convenient. Give me a break. Unless we have it on Polaroid, I can't believe it, knowing full well they didn't have Polaroid film in the first century. Historical knowledge is not based on medical records, man. It's based on the trustworthiness of eyewitness testimony. Eyewitnesses saw him risen from the dead, and they wrote what they saw.
The guy calmly drops a reality check, pointing out they didn't exactly have Polaroids or charts back then. Every sarcastic how convenient she throws out boomerangs right back on her, because nothing makes woke arrogance collapse faster than logic and history. Next up, a marketing student decides to call American Eagle, convinced their jeans ad is secretly promoting white supremacy.
Sydney Sweeney has great jeans.
Let the real you shine. Para continuar en español, por favor presione el 1. Pour continuer en français, appuyez
The balls to have this in so many languages.
Hi, thanks for calling American Eagle. This is Jess. How can I help today?
Hi, first I just want to let you know I record all calls that record me, so I am also recording. I am a marketing student and was wondering if I could speak to someone who could maybe give me some insight as to what estimated return on investment there has to be willing to use white supremacy and eugenics as your marketing campaign.
On a marketing campaign?
Yes, I recently saw American Eagle's eugenics marketing campaign where they used that white blonde girl and talked about how good her genes were in a time where racism is rampant in the US and we're imprisoning non-white people in camps. So I'm wondering like how much return on investment American Eagle thinks they're going to get that made them willing to sell out our country to white supremacists.
I see. Thank you for taking time to share your feedback.
This is so funny to me on so many levels. I mean, not only is this woman clueless, I mean, there's nothing in that commercial that embraces white supremacy, nothing about eugenics. It's a play on words. I already talked about this, between jeans, and they're just trying to show off a hot girl and make people want to buy their jeans. Maybe it backfired, but a lot of these people are reading way too much into it and acting as if this company that literally just last month in June put out, or I guess 2 months ago now, put out all these ultra progressive pride commercials is some like fascist collaborator. It's just mostly a figment of their imagination. And I just find it so hilarious how this person called a customer service helpline for like returns or purchases or whatever, and it's like, I'm a marketing student and I like would like to speak to your marketing people and demand to know how much return on investment they need for being literal Nazis. Like, that's not a thing. You don't just call up companies and get to speak to their directors of marketing and like give them your opinion as a marketing student. The audacity and the entitlement. Oh my gosh, this poor Indian woman or Pakistani woman or whatever she is having to deal with this. I'm sure she's not getting paid enough to be a therapist for deranged woke women as they lash out and record themselves having meltdowns on random customer service representatives for TikTok clout. That's what's so funny to me. It's so performative.
She rattles off a monologue about eugenics and concentration camps like she's uncovering a global conspiracy. The customer service rep stays calm. The guy watching loses it laughing, and the absurdity lands hard. Nothing exposes woke overthinking faster than calling a retail line with accusations that don't even exist. Here comes a wild street debate that's about to implode in real time. A man gets asked if he believes in white supremacy and confidently says yes.
Yeah, let's watch this because it's so funny.
So do you believe in white supremacy? Yes. Then how did Obama become president?
Wait for it.
Because he was selected. By who?
Here it comes.
White people.
Then the interviewer casually drops the Obama question. The answer that follows is so logically messy, it's almost performance art. Everyone watching loses it because nothing cancels woke assumptions faster than reality checking your conspiracy theory on live camera. This time, we've got a trans speaker trying to clap back at a troll, but ending up confirming exactly what they're denying.
All those testosterone injections and still just a little chump.
Now, if you truly believe that I have a sweet girl voice, it just goes to prove that us as trans individuals here, we're not the delusional ones. Take a good long look in the mirror, bud. Also, if I didn't tell you that I'm trans, how would you know? Look at me. You would have no clue. You wouldn't. It's simple. It's just in your head. So, I have 30 more seconds, so I can make money off of this. So, enjoy yourself.
Make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe or follow down below for more daily news.
A guy calls out the squeaky girl voice, and instead of facing that reality, the speaker spirals into a lecture about perception and delusion. But talking in circles doesn't change what everyone hears. The more he explains, the clearer it gets. The issue isn't the commenter, it's the denial. Woke logic in a nutshell. When reality doesn't match the script, just argue with reality. Up next is a classic case of woke assumptions running straight into reality.
Beautiful trans woman out here. Tell us about your transition, how it went.
Can I hold this, please?
No.
So I have a question for you. Why are you asking me those questions?
Like we're interviewing like trans women and stuff like that.
I'm not a trans woman. I'm a...
Oh no, we're fully supportive. Do you want to talk about sort of transitioning or anything like that, or like what people can?
I never transitioned because I was born a woman.
No, of course you're a woman. Of course.
Does it make a trans woman any less of a woman?
No, you are 100% a woman.
I'm not a trans woman.
Is there another definition that people like to use, or?
You thought I was a man?
She takes the mic, and suddenly all that performative woke sensitivity collapses under one simple truth. Seeing someone pat themselves on the back for inclusivity only to get schooled instantly is peak entertainment. It's like watching a logic meltdown in real time. Here's a moment that proves sometimes all the posturing in the world can't save woke logic.
Holy shit, he's really good.
Mr. Little, may I ask why this bill doesn't extend to private schools that receive voucher money?
Because they're not immune from suit. In fact, I've sued some of them.
Okay, thanks.
She comes in with all the serious questioning and moral authority, expecting to trap him with her line of reasoning. Instead, he calmly drops a truth bomb that leaves her speechless. The way she collapses under her own assumptions is pure comedy gold, and the reactions say it all. Now check this out, we've got a moment where being woke meets a reality check.
He said what?
So why should Trump be impeached?
Because he's lied 1,000 times on record.
What does he lie about?
Let's look this up.
You're out here protesting. You shouldn't have to look it up. You know, you should already know your cause, don't you think?
You're probably, right?
If you have to look it up, it must not be that important to you, you know?
This sounds like a leading question.
I mean, that's a special kind of stupid.
He comes in with all that righteous confidence, ready to lecture the world about impeachment, and suddenly the facts become inconvenient. When asked for specifics, silence fills the air and the moral authority evaporates. The moment he crumbles while trying to perform woke outrage is just pure, unfiltered comedy. Up next is a moment that perfectly sums up woke overconfidence meeting reality.
See that video? I mean, it's...
One of our priorities, we will discourage illegal migration. To that, I say, Donald Trump. Did you expect that to be said by any of our current administration, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris? No. Why do you think they wouldn't say something like that? Because they have a brain. What if I told you these are quotes from Kamala Harris from yesterday? What? No comment. Maybe you don't have a brain.
She comes in thinking she's got it all figured out, ready to roast the brainless politicians, and then realizes the interviewer just quoted Kamala Harris word for word. The way that smug confidence collapses feels like a house of cards falling in slow motion, and honestly, it never gets old. Check this one. We've got a classic case of woke outrage hitting a wall.
Whites are the most violent and oppressive people.
Well, yeah.
That's what you said in your film.
And if you're going to go back
so that
to
would seem to me that
statistics point that out too.
Really? Well,
yes.
The Chinese were massacring Chinese and other races long before they'd ever met a white person. Attila the Hun wasn't white. It's the same in the subcontinent if you go back hundreds of years as well. The genocide in Rwanda was black on black. So is the Congo. Which is the rape capital of the world.
When it comes to education, the whole system needs to change.
Well, let me look at education. Let's look at the figures on education. 33% of white kids go to university or further education. 37% of black kids go to university or further education. 67% of Indian kids go to university or further education. 76% of Chinese kids go to university or further education.
This lady confidently declares that whites are the most violent and oppressive people, and then tries to fight back with statistics. And then reality shows up with a full history lesson on Attila, the Congo, Rwanda, and global education rates. Watching all that carefully stacked logic make the woke narrative collapse is pure comedy gold. Up next, we've got a clip where woke people completely lose it over a simple statement and implode spectacularly.
Joe Biden said in 2028, he's running for president again.
I'm moving.
He says, I'm coming in the race because I have unfinished business.
I'm out of here.
How many times do you have to prove we can't be trusted?
The panic, the outrage, the instant virtue signaling, it's all happening at once. And honestly, the way they cancel themselves before anyone else even gets the chance is hilarious. Here's a good one featuring a fired up woke commentator who starts confident and ready to lecture the world.
What are some behaviors of Trump supporters that you would point to and say, yeah, that's kind of sick or mentally ill?
They're kind of stuck in this realm of like being constantly fed propaganda. They just like are in the cult, I guess. They don't understand that what they're being told is lies.
How many genders are there?
Gender is a social construct. I'm not someone that's educated enough maybe to answer that.
These people are crazy. There's something wrong with them.
The moment a simple question hits, their whole act unravels instantly. Confidence evaporates, confusion takes over, and the collapse becomes comedy gold. His excuse for his education makes the self-inflicted meltdown even funnier. Now, a woke reporter walks straight into a buzzsaw without even noticing it.
You noted he is a successful businessman. Do you know if the president has any plans to meet with any of the folks involved with any of the family businesses over there, or see any of the sites that are going to be?
Let me just get to the premise of your question. I think it's frankly ridiculous that anyone in this room would even suggest that President Trump is doing anything for his own benefit. He left a life of luxury and a life of running a very successful real estate empire for public service, not just once, but twice, putting the American public first. This is a president who has actually lost money for being president of the United States. I don't remember these same type of questions being asked of my predecessor about a career politician who was clearly profiting off of this office.
One sloppy question rolls out, and Carolini shuts it down so fast the whole setup collapses on the spot. The best part is how confidently the woke angle starts before getting flattened by someone who actually knows what they are talking about. Next, this is the clip where a full meltdown kicks off the moment the woke guy gets challenged.
You are a female.
Stop disrespecting me.
Sir, you're saying that I'm disrespecting because I disagree with your view.
So.
You're getting emotional, ma'am.
You son of a...
You're not scary. Get back.
One disagreement hits him harder than reality ever has, and he launches straight into the usual tantrum routine while the interviewer stays calm like it is nothing new. The best part is how fast the tough act crumbles the second he hears something he cannot control. Finally, we've got a perfect example of woke logic folding in on itself faster than they can finish a sentence.
Did you just assume my gender? You said white man.
Okay, I see your point there.
How do you know I'm not a woman?
I see your point. I see your point.
You need to check your white privilege, your white female privilege.
One harmless sign sends this woman scrambling, and every answer she gives only traps her deeper. The guy barely has to say anything before she starts agreeing with whatever proves her wrong. It is peak self-cancellation with zero outside effort required. That is all for today's parade of contradictions. Once again, nobody needed to cancel them because they handled it on their own. Hit that like button, share the madness, and subscribe for the next round of unintentional comedy.